guys, and welcome back to a new video. I am currently streaming on YouTube right now, and I'm trying to speak about the new changes in Season 3 for Jack, including the buffs and new move they added for him. I'll try to keep this as brief as possible, and hopefully everything is going to be good. So firstly, we're going to speak about the new move they added for Jack-8. The new move is back 3 plus 4. Back 4, and that is such a great move. This is back 3 plus 4. Hold on, that whiffed. It's Gigas's move, as you can see. People who played Tekken 7 probably know what I'm talking about. This puts Jack in a crouching state afterwards, so you can go for things like Y standing 4, Y standing 2, a launch, or just forge crouch 1-1 after on block, I mean. And it's plus 4, keep that in mind. It's very plus. It's a 25 frame startup mid move that can be stepped to the left but not to the right. It tracks a little bit to the right, but on the left it's completely steppable. On hit, however, this is such a good move. This on hit, it's plus 12, which allows you to go for a floor grab, allows you for this grab, the heat engager, or activation grab. I don't use that a lot. I use the floor grab more because it's more damage. I think this is the max damage you can get out of this, which is 49. You can also go for a Y standing 4 if you want to go for a mix up afterwards because you're plus 5, and also down forward 2-4 is also guaranteed. This is on hit, however. It's really good in floor breaks. Let me show you. Right. There goes the floor break. What else I can think of this move is probably the wall combos. I mean, this is gonna take a little bit of time to discover and, like, you know, do some digging around what's possible on the wall. But yeah, I'm guessing this could be used as a mix-up tool here, because right here you just can get like shitload of nice mix-ups out of that, right? You sacrifice around 10 damage, but you get it. You can get like good mix-ups at the wall. Something like this, or maybe I don't know. You can go. The most obvious one I could think of is if you do this and you do this, and then you go for either full crouch down 1-1, or actually full crouch 1-1, or you go for this. You go Y standing 2-4 right off the bat if they start ducking. This is like the obvious one I could think of to mix up. If you're good enough, obviously you can confirm your Y standing 2 into another wall splat. But yeah, there's probably a lot of potential to this and a lot of stuff to do. I want to try something actually. This. They can block. I'll have to do the digging on the Okizami here, but yeah, you get the idea. It's a good wall mix-up tool. You just put it in a combo and then try to go for the mix-up afterwards. But yeah, that's as far as it goes for the new move. I think that's all I could come up with so far. We're gonna talk about what's next. Hold on. Go to another stage. Next up, we're going to talk about the counter hit forward 1 changes. Actually, I should have stayed in the floor break. I should have. Because now we have a completely different behavior for forward 1 on counter hit and forward and 1-1. You're going to see that right now. All here. Bam. So forward 1. Hold on. Counter hit. So yeah, forward 1, you can see counter hit property. It gives you a way longer time to input a blue spark right here, and it's so guaranteed. Same goes for 1-1. Oh, I missed that. Is that again? There you go. The most interesting part about this is not this. It's actually what happens on the floor break. With this new property, this directly breaks the floor, which is great in my opinion. Because think about it, like, you know, you're in neutral, just like backdashing, and then you hit a forward one on counter hit, and bam, they're going downstairs. That's huge. But yeah, 1-1 also does the same thing. Obviously on counter hit, the second hit, if it counter hits, he's going downstairs right off the bat. Same property. You get it. Let's talk about forward 3+4, and up forward 3. All of these moves got somehow buffed in terms of recovery. For instance, forward 3 now recovers 1 frame faster. Forward 3+4 is the same, I think, 1 frame faster out of Gamahon. And up forward 3 recovers faster. What does that mean? In Season 2, if you do forward 3 into stance, you can actually get punished by a Rage Art. It's guaranteed. If your opponent knows too much, they can just block and Rage Art. So, something like this. So right here, if we do stand and block, then punish. If we do this, in Season 3, the Rage Art here was guaranteed, like this. In Season 2, I mean, not Season 3. But in Season 3, now you can actually go into stance and actually cancel and block the Rage Art, which is beautiful. And the same thing goes into forward 3+4 when you're not on heat. In heat, obviously you're +8, but when you're not in heat, this is punishable. If you go into stance, it's -3. So yeah, you can cancel and not get hit by a Rage Art, which is cool. Same thing applies to up forward 3. Its recovery is reduced by 17 frames, which is huge now. So yeah, you're not gonna get hit by Rage Arts anymore when entering Gamahon, which is cool. Another thing is you also can get away with doing this into a. Never mind. Hold on. I have to change the punish. You can also get away because the option select for forward 3+4 is jab block or 2 jabs block, right? Let me show you. Most people who are really good with jab and grab, you do forward 3+4 in neutral. But now, thanks to the recovery buff, hold on. Got long hands. Panda got long hands. Hold on. Yeah, the Panda still got it, but I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, Claudio, for instance, if we do forward 3, jump back, see that? He crushes his jab, even though it's minus. Neutral, you can spam this shit. So, yeah. I don't think out of forward 3 it's the same thing. Yeah, you get floated out of forward 3. But out of and out of forward 3+4, you can get away with this now. You're not gonna get punished for it unless they go for something else. But yeah, that's it for forward 3+4, and up forward 3 recovery changes. Now we're gonna speak about some behavioral changes that happened, which are 1+2. 1+2 now hits way lower in terms of hitbox. So I think this change is to make this move not get crushed by a lot of like evasive moves. So now this is really good. The hitbox is really good. It's a mid that hits way lower than it used to be in Season 2. Also, forward 1+2 got changed, and the best way to display this is martial law, the other side. Crosscut into 2 now is safe. It used to be -11, now it's -9. So this is now. We do standing block. Standing block. This is now -9 instead of -11. But the downside, this is both a buff and a nerf at the same time, because the downside to this is the recovery frame has been moved up by 2 frames. So Jack recovers 2 frames slower than he used to be in Season 2, which makes a 13 frame Punisher yeah, there you go. In Season 2, I think a 12 frame Punisher was the option select, and not a lot of people have a good 12 frame Punishers, you know? And since it's a high, it's risky because you can go for this and this and mix them up. But now, hold on, what? How does that still connect when it's a low? It's a low. Huh? The recovery frame still hasn't changed on the low move apparently. So you can still mix it up. Interesting. I didn't know that. I just actually realized that. Well, now you know. But yeah, forward 1+2 is now -9 instead of -11. So that's the change that happened to crosscut. Next change is down forward 4. They changed they buffed the behavior yet again. This got buffed in season 2 because sometimes the follow up would not hit, but now they buffed it even more. So now it's even more guaranteed to hit a grab or hit a follow up like this. I don't know what they did exactly to it, but it's buffed. And in exchanges, I feel like also it's buffed. Right. There you go. In exchanges, this is even. Hold on, no. What am I doing? Yeah. You can see in exchanges now, doesn't push him far way back. You can easily get the forward for the 1+2 in, which is good. You can even get this way easier. You see that? Yeah. So this is good. What else? Down forward 4. Next up, we have down back 2 hold. This was a very unnecessary change in my opinion, but they somewhat buffed the frame. Start up for down back 2 hold. It used to be 36 frames or 37. Now it's 35, which is I think useless, but we'll take the buff. Next thing we are going to talk about is the nerf for down 1+2. This is a huge nerf. Honestly, I am sad for this, but it's kind of necessary. This people committed war crimes with down 1+2, so it's understandable. For instance, Law in season 2 can never punish this, but in season 3 now he can actually punish this very easily with dragon kicks. It's not this. Sorry. This is now a guaranteed punish no matter the pushback. Because the pushback is nerfed. I don't know what other characters can do. Probably a lot of characters can launch him now for it, but yeah, Law can punish this easily. This is the perfect example. If you do this, bam, getting punished. I think he might be able to launch you, especially in heat. You're definitely gonna get launched with a 1+2, the nunchuck, but in neutral, that's the only punish I know that's good enough. I don't know if he can hop kick from that range. But yeah, the main point is down 1+2 doesn't have a lot of pushback anymore, so be careful using that in your upcoming matches. Same thing goes for forward 1+2. It doesn't have a lot of pushback now. It's -13 though, -12 I mean. So a lot of people are going to be punishing that way more consistently. In season 2 it has a little bit of pushback. Season 3 not a lot of pushback. Actually no pushback at all. So you're going to get punished definitely for that. And while standing 1+2 follows the same pathway. The first hit from while standing 1+2 got increased the tracking, I think. But the second hit has no pushback at all. So now you're going to get hop kick definitely. Even by people who has no range in hop kicks. So yeah, I think that sums it up for Jack changes. As I said, we've got the new move, we've got the counter hit forward one, we've got the 1-1 counter hit as well. Floor breaks, both of them floor break. We have forward 3+4, and up forward 3 behavioral changes. They added some. They reduced the recovery frame, which makes it impossible to get hit with the Rage Art if you cancel out of all of these moves. And then we have behavioral changes for 1+2, forward 1+2, down forward 4, and down back 2 hold. And then we have some nerfs for down 1+2, forward 1+2, while standing 1+2. And that sums it up for all the necessary changes for Jack in season 3. I think overall, because I went through the characters changes and I went through the moves that was added for that were added for each character. I think overall I don't really like the changes. I think they could have nerfed way more stuff. Oh yeah. I forgot about one thing I didn't mention. Sorry. If you go to a stage that has a wall break, for instance, Jack didn't get his heat smash nerfed at all. Into the stage. My bad. I thought with all the talking about like the wall breaks and the guard breaking system, I thought they're gonna nerf his the heat smash breaking the wall, but they didn't, and I wish they did honestly because that mechanic sort of breaks the game. So yeah, that's another down point for the devs. I wish they changed that very soon. But yeah, looking at the changes they made to all the characters, I'm very disappointed. For instance, Law didn't get his 111 string nerfed, which is very stupid. Hold on. So you can see this still all bound. So yeah, gonna get a lot of damage out of this. But yeah, what I was talking about is they could have nerfed way more stuff to make the game more balanced, I think, but they didn't, and that's fine. And yeah, we look forward to the changes they're gonna make in the upcoming. This is only the first patch in season 3, so I would expect more changes in the upcoming. But yeah, with that being said, that's everything for the new stuff for Jack, at least in season 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys informative stuff. And I'm gonna be covering more stuff from season 3 in the next upcoming videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to join us on Discord. That's all. You get notified whenever I go live or whenever I want to do an event or anything. Yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the